Well, good afternoon and welcome to live day one coverage of the Hana Financial Group Championship, staged once again here at Bears Best in Cheongna. Timothy Loh here, great to have your company for opening round action. Currently a four-way tie for the lead at 5 under par. Jihan Sol and company leading the way, but it's a talented cast of 108 players in the field this week to contest the lion's share of that 1.5 billion Korean won first place prize. And I'm pleased to report we have the Olympic gold medalist here as well, Lydia Ko. She'll be in the featured groups this afternoon. So out to the golf course we go, and Hwang Yo-min, who's going along quite nicely today. She's within a couple with a few early birdies, just making the turn at 4 under par. Second into the 10th for Hwang. Could very well be 5, tied at 5 under. Stunning shot there from the now two-time winner on the KLPGA Tour. Up at the 11th, second shot in for another player at 4 under par, Lee Jae-young. Things are very soft this week at Bears Best. USA and Europe nines this championship. There is a swarm around that first tee, and rightfully so. Some of the big names in the field this week. The major champions in Lydia Ko, Min-ji Lee, and Patty Tavatanakit. But this has been the real redemption story of 2024. Yoon Ina picked up her second KLPGA Tour title at the Sambasu Masters a couple of months back. There is Patty Tavatanakit. What a group this is to be watching this afternoon. The bomb squad. Tavatanakit, one of the longest hitters in the game of golf. So too Yoon Ina. Patty T was involved in that three-way playoff last year. This included Min-ji Lee and Lee Jae-yeon. Jae-yeon prevailing on the third extra hole. One of those things I always found a little bit strange about the Hana Financial Group Championship. Yes, it's a wonderful tournament, so well subscribed to by fans and players, but it's very strange single session 2T start. It really jams up players as they're making the turn. I mean, these girls putted out on the 9th hole some 45 minutes ago. And you just have to sort of sit around in the clubhouse and wait to restart the engines again. It's all very bizarre, but I suppose if you've been coming here for a couple of years, you know what to expect. Of course, Ina didn't contest the Hana Financial Group Championship a couple of years ago when she was a rookie in the KLPGA Tour. That suspension briefly halting her rookie campaign, but sentence served, and she's back to entertain the crowds here at 10. Averages some 253 yards off the tee. Is this 21-year-old? Venture up to the final hole of the day of Jihan Sol. Second into this par 4. Ooh, just getting the numbers a bit wrong there. Short sides herself in that front trap. Not going to be easy for Han-sol. Oh Soo-min. She's got plenty of pop and speed. Just 16 years of age. Celebrated her birthday last week. She's right in the running for the first event of the season. Hana Financial Group Singapore Women's Open before finishing third there. Patty Tavtanikic, she was in the mix at the Tanah Country Club as well, but Patty T having a bit of a rough start to her 2024 Hana Financial Group Championship. Front nine of 3 over par 39. 3 ties in the field this week. Patty T. Up to the green we go, and first look of the week at Minji Lee, whose brother Minwoo Lee will be teeing it up representing the international side in the President's Cup alongside childhood hero Adam Scott in the opening session of play. Tony Finau and Colin Morikawa in Royal Montreal. Midnight in South Korea. Opportunity for Jaeyoung at 11, just drifts a little wide. To the par 3 14th. And today at this 160-meter hole, tucked all the way in the back left corner of the green for Go Ji-yu. Do tend to notice around Airs Best here in Cheongna, very luscious rough. This is the third for Choi Ka-bin at 18, and by virtue of how strong that grass is, a lot of grass caught between club face and ball hard to put any sort of spin on it. She'll have that for a round of 68. That front right pin on the 10th. It's a pretty benign hole location. It can get tricky if you start to tuck pins around in the back left corner of the green. There's that cavernous bunker to negotiate, and sort of back pin on that upper level. It's so important to be on that correct plateau of the green, or you could find 2 putts a little bit tricky. As far as scoring conditions go, the opening round, so it's pretty good. Just a light breeze wafting around this Jack Nicklaus design layout. There's 3 nines available for play here at Airs Best. USA and Europe 9s that we're on this week, as well as the Australasia 9. It's supposed to be a combination, an amalgamation of the Golden Bear's signature holes from his many courses around the world. Let's see if he can start taking steps back in the right direction. She'll be first to play from 105. Straight at it, but curious to get any sort of grab on that ball whatsoever. Hansel, is she in the bunker, or is she just on that rough face? Looks like it might be the latter. Not bad. Decent shot from Ji Hansel. Hasn't won since the Sandasu Masters back in 2022. Oh Soo Min those arms hang so freely. Puts the grip of the club right below her shoulders, directly below her shoulders. Swings it so on plane and produces plenty of great shots just like that one. I have to say, this course has been in better condition in years previous. Fairways just looking a little shaggy as we come out of a rather warm and humid summer season in South Korea. Wonderfully judged there from Hana. Of course, what that means with the ball sitting a little bit higher up in the fairway cut as it normally would, it's harder to sort of compress that ball, have it ride up the grooves of your club face and get maximum spin. So you do see a lot of high soft shots that just don't quite grab as quick as players would normally expect. Now up to the 2022 champion here, Kim Soo-ji. Second into 12, and it's a pretty good one. See down a little mini leaderboard on the right-hand side. Confirmation, Hwang Yo-min did roll in her birdie putt at the 10th to make it a quintet of players at 5 under par. Cabin for her par at 18. Should just move a touch from right to left. Oh, very nicely done. You'd hate to drop a shot on your final hole, especially having put together such a solid round. That's a great back nine for Choi Ka-bin. Opens her week with a 4 under par round of 68. This is the lady we have all come to see this week. Olympic gold medalist Lydia Ko. She's had a really wonderful season. The Kiwi shoe-in for the World Golf Hall of Fame. Former world number 1. Hansel for a par of her own at the 18th. Loses that one low for the middle of the fairway. That's just the kind of errors you can ill afford to make at a championship of this magnitude. All in all, 68. Not a bad way to start your week for Hansel. So back on 10 green. Tavatanakit with this downhill left to righter for her birdie. Just needs something to start going her way. Oh, that's not going to help. It's left at the cup. Tricky greens to read these out here at Bears Best. So Paddy T remains propping up the pile at +3. Well, you would think logically, with Paddy Tavatanakit's group already been on the green, these three should have teed off already, but again, just need to endure a little bit more of a wait as Lydia Ko steps up to start her inward 9. 3 wins in 2024 already for Lids. Turned in 34 strokes, 2 under par. They missed the cut in this championship a couple of years ago. This is a long flight over from the States. She's looking fresh in 2024, and so too is Kim Soo-ji, who's got this to move into a share of the lead. Oh yes, very nicely done, Soo-ji. Winless 2024, but she does her best work in the second half of seasons. Park Hyun-kyung, currently second on the money list, 3 titles this year for Hyun-kyung. 5 top 3 finishes. She had to have a Taniket struggling in this opening round, 1 over par. Just staying that first cut of rough. We have a new solo leader, Hong Hyun-ji. It's just birdied the 17th to move into the solo lead at 6 under par. Year 1, last year's player of the year in the KLPGA Tour. 3 early victories this season for Gear 1. Wins in her first starts on tour, but has only posted the best finish of 3rd since. Did come 4th last week at the Daibo House D Open, so perhaps signs are good that she's starting to find a little bit of form again. Min up ahead on the green to try to convert this birdie putt to move her back to even par. So from Teva Taniket, this looks like it should want to stay pretty straight, but at the end it might just dive a little right. Yeah, well read and nicely holed for Oh Soo-min. And that was a few moments ago now, live with Yoon Ina. Second shot. Should be a straightforward conversion for birdie. Indeed it is. Ina to 3 under. Minji Lee has lost in a playoff for this championship twice. Once to Song Ga-eun back in 2021 at Pochon Adonis. Most recently last year to Daeon, where she missed what was in a 2.5, 3-footer. Second extra hole. Should have clinched her the crown. Soo-ji. I've said it for years now, back left hole locations, they are Kim Soo-ji's bread and butter. She's got 6 iron. This one's just a little wide right. Okay. Going to work with there. This is a little awkward for Hwang Yoo-min at 11. And there's times where you would have been better off with the ball in the bunker. She's had a nice flat line. Now this is going to upshoot pretty quickly. Oh, she's caught that heavy. That needs to go. Okay. It's in the further part of that bunker. Still not an easy shot, but much better there than the bunker shorter. Back up to 1 to 10. And the second shot of Lydia Ko. Steady, sort of meticulous in her preparation to hit a shot. She's always been that way. Really tinkers with her golf game. That's okay. Solid shot to about 25 feet. Makes this shot a little tricky today is the fact that it's coming straight down breeze. I haven't seen too many balls one hop and stop it, so really get this close you've got to do Ina did in the group ahead. Just carry it maybe a yard past that front fringe, soft bounce, and then allow for some release. See what I mean there, just carry it pin high. You just don't get that grab. Long bunker shot for Hong here. Just good consistent acceleration is key here. Long swing, trying to thump it like a big splash and run. Played. Really instructive technique there from Hong Yo-min. Always got to keep that club head accelerating as it goes through the sand. Hyun Kyung on our dizzy cam. And that step cut of rough really just needs to look out towards the front edge here. Trying to cut one in there. Oh, that's beautifully played. Great shot. To 11, just going with less than driver here. You see that from a lot of the bigger hitters. It's a narrow target. Cut it off that left-hand trap. Just like that. Stance, just a little bump and run. Patty. Also going with a 3-wood here and setting this one up down the left-hand side. ENG. Outside chance for a birdie on 11. Just have to settle for par. A very tepid start for the multiple-time major champion this Thursday. Speaking of multiple-time major champion, here's Lydia Ko, picked up a third major title at the home of golf a couple of months back at the Women's British Open. We saw this from Tavatanikit. Moves right to start. They're just at the hole. It wants to creep back left. Didn't hit it hard enough, Lids. Skin saver for Hwang Yo-min, a par putt now. Been out of position pretty much the entire way up this 11th hole. Misread that. Just as quickly as she got herself up to 5 under, she'll slip back to 4. See if Yeon's learned anything from the putt of Lydia Ko. Almost an identical line. Not going to hurt her scorecard one bit. She'll stay 1 under. Now, Ro Seung-hui, Korean Women's Open champion. I beg your pardon. No, that's our championship leader, Hong Hyun-ji, coming into the 18th. That should just ease its way back onto the green. Good shot there from Hyun-ji. Hyun-kyung. Great opportunity to eke a birdie out of this 10th hole. Get herself back to even par. Oh yes, well done. Nice 3 to start her back 9, Hyun-kyung. Move back to even. Ina. Great advantage of so much club-head speed. She can generate much more spin than most of her peers on the KLPGA Tour. It's going to be a huge advantage as the course toughens up over the course of the week. Just tucking that one a fraction left. Patty. I think she can just afford to start this one right edge of that TV tower. Just let it drift a fraction left. Use the wind to your advantage here. Just try and get to this left pin. It's just looked a little untidy in some spots. Tanneke. It's an outside chance, but she certainly would have hoped for better. Now to 14, and Choi Ye-rim. Still seeking that breakthrough title on tour. Just in a playoff earlier on this season at the Yongpyong Resort. To Park Hyun-kyung. The flagstick here at 14. Very nice shot from Choi Ye-rim. It's currently 2 under par. Jae-young. To the 12th. Just come over a bit of water just short of this green. Really going to be a bother for these players. Only coming in with short iron and wedges. Great shot there for me. Points leader Yoo Hyun-ju. She's got 7 iron to this par 3. And she'll safely find the target. Got a mammoth lead at the top of the Rookie of the Year points race. Lee Dong-min almost double the points of her closest challenger. Hyunji's been caught by Hyo Da-bin after Da-bin's birdie at the 3rd. Oh my goodness, from long range, Hong Hyunji caps off a stellar opening round in fabulous fashion. A birdie finish. A 65. Well played, Hong Hyunji. About this 11th being a very skinny target. You can see there water all the way up the right hand side of this par 4 and that fairway trap on the left, which a lot of players just elect to hit 3 woods at. Trying little sliding cuts away from the sand. Still only coming in with a short iron, a wedge maybe for the longer hitters. Does it make sense to try and carry that bunker? Because if you do, you're going to land in a very narrow sliver of fairway. It's very much about position off this tee. Does find the sand there, Hyun-kyo, and she should be far enough back when the lips are not going to be a bother for her. And at the green, Ina assessing her options here. Ball looks to be lying okay. Got a little ridge to negotiate, about 20 feet on. This one down, so it's trying to hit some kind of squeezing fade off the left edge of the fairway. Also going with the driver. No one of this group's hit the fairway yet. That remains the case. That one buries itself into that left rough. chipping this one, Paddy T. Great run. Bunkered at 12. This can get a little bit awkward. It's a pretty steep lip she's coming up and over, but I think she's got the right angle towards this right hole location. Just clip that nicely. Oh, she's played it brilliantly. Excellent shot there from the Aussie. For par at 11. Wonderful save from Yun Ina. Keeper 3 under. $1,000,000,001 lady. Ji Young tops the money list with her 3 victories this season. A birdie putt here for Ji Young. Have to settle for par. Playing the final group in this opening round with last week's winner, Moon Jung-min. Ji Young at 13 for birdie. 5 under. Slides that one in the left door. Nicely done, Jae Young. After that good tee shot into the 14th. Will convert for birdie. Looks to be a fairly thick lie. Go in that left-hand rough. This one's going to come out like a knuckleball with not too much spin on it. Land this maybe 15-20 feet short and just expect some kind of chase up towards this pin. A little friendly kick off the fringe as well. That's certainly not going to hurt. Worked out nicely. Top of her cap here. So important to try and keep a level head and spine angle here. Don't want to be dipping unnecessarily. And fairway bunkers. Oh. Good shot indeed from Park Hyun Kyung. Turn one into this back left pin. live in Lydia, so just try to pitch this past that fringe, let it tumble out. Pretty good from where she was. After that stunning shot from the fairway bunker, finally gets one to drop. Minjee Lee get herself back to red figures with that birdie at 12. So Young Hyun Ji's stellar birdie on 18 sees her take the clubhouse lead with a 7 under par round of 65, but still plenty of golf to come this opening round at the Hana Financial Group Championship. Yewon, first to putt for birdie in this featured group. Putt that I think quite Chance to move a little bit right in the first couple of feet and straighten up the rest of the way. Certainly didn't lack for pace. That's not in the circle of friendship yet for year one. Back to 12. Nicely placed tee shot here for Hana. Another good opportunity to attack with the short iron. And attack she does. Very calm and composed this week, Hana. Much a woman on a mission. Her debut appearance at the Hana Financial Group Championship. Kyung. It's back-to-back birdies now. This one will move from left to right, ever so slightly downhill. Ooh, just wiggled left at the cup. Flummoxed us both. Thickish looking lie up ahead at the 12 for Patty Tanakit. Just going to hoist this one up in the air and hope for a soft landing. Almost too soft, but she'd take that. Great shot from the tie. Lydia Cole. Clever second shot she played, and she's got this now for birdie. Oh, burns the edge, but doesn't drop for lids. Downhill look for birdie at the 13th for Jun Yi-sung, who's won on this layout before at the Lotte Open a couple years back. Knows exactly what these greens are going to do. Great birdie, takes her to 3 under. Races that drop shot at the 10th for Jun. Now year one for par. Well, statistically speaking, 2023, Minjee Lee was the best iron striker on the planet in the men's and the women's games. Talk about her strokes gained numbers, her proximity to the hole. She was playing shots with her irons. There was simply no one better. These are the opportunities she's got to take. Expect this one to be stuffed in pretty tight. Keeping the honour with all 3 players making par at 11. Wide target this 12th fairway, just got to dodge that left-hand trap off the tee. Head to 14. Jae-young for birdie. really been the straightest driver in her career, Lydia Ko, but she's worked relentlessly with this club through the years. Certainly looked like she made a good pass at the ball there. Splits the fairway. Year one. On the flip side, she's always been one of the best drivers on the KLPGA Tour. Permanent fixture inside the top 5 year in, year out. The driving accuracy stats. Right on cue, finds another fairway. Ever Hana Financial Group Championship won by Hana 10 years ago. Hana once at the top 5 on the official women's world golf rankings, and then unfortunately in the last 24 months or so she's just fallen off a cliff as far as her form's gone. That tee shot all the way up to the edge of the fairway on 13, so she's just got 84 meters left. She'll have what should be a little kick in left for birdie at the par 4. Now Patty Tavatanakit back at 12. Just needs to see one of these putts start trying to get some confidence back here on day one. This one moves pretty hard left and right. Where to start this? Maybe a cup and a half outside left edge. I thought that was going to keep turning. There's a club that's held her back in her career, it's this one. Birdie to be found after a solid approach for Minji. Still will stay 1 under. pardon. She did not find the fairway. Here on, and that just makes this second shot a little trickier. You've got to come over that bunker. Expect her to play this one out left of the flag, especially coming in with a 5-iron. That's going to be on the wrong level of the green and into some of that very nasty thick rough. It's all lying against her. That's going to be a test of her short game skills. Lydia, out of the first cut of rough, just want to be careful here. Yes, you want to make sure you clear that front trap, but look out where year one has gone venturing. Can use a bit of a backstop behind that hole to try and slow it down and feed it back towards the pin. Should start to come back down. Oh, unlucky. That's going to be a pretty tricky one for Lydia. Also coming out of that left rough, but she's got a slightly easier angle to deal with than her two playing partners. I said this was a formality. Don't let me down, Yeomin. Okay, pops that one in confidently. Nice 3 there for Juan. So Hyun at the 14th. Struggle of an opening round, but a chance to claw one back here at the par 3. Which she does. They started off horribly with that triple bogey at 2, but she is battling back bravely. This season already for Bay. Paddy off the straight and narrow again here at 13, coming out of the rough. Coming over water as well for your second. Just got to exercise caution here. Caution, what caution? Pitches that right on the front edge. Stellar shot. Coming in from inside of 100 meters, she'll have good control over this one. Expect a 1 hop and stop. Hana has just been so comfortable with these sorts of shots this season. The breeze into her face and off the left. Just soft arms, that's what you want with shots like these. this shot for Leah Wan is she's got to play with good speed because that thick rough is laying against her. But she's just got to plop this on the top of that slope and just have it tumble on down. Tell you what, that is a real touch of class there from Leah Wan. Yes, she's undercooked in a fraction, but it's not easy by any stretch of this imagination. Lydia's putt's going to have to ride across the top of this spine for a good 10-15 feet before it makes its way down the slope. Looks like it wants to collect back a little left as it loses pace. All in all, good pace in that putt. Nicely done. Looks like the bunker at the 18th, or just the front edge of that bunker. Jarabi Bunchand. Oh, great way to finish there for the tie. Wilfred Sadon Kalkanjana teeing it up in the Asian Tour's doubleheader in Taiwan this week at the Yangda TPC. So best wishes to Sadon Kalkanjana. I'm sure he'll be delighted to see Jarabi post a round of 69 to start her week at the Hana Financial Group Championship, top 10 in 2023 for Bunchand. Slightly easier putt to read than Lydia's. Still not an easy one to make from just outside of 30 feet. Nice effort though. Too many putts from underneath the hole here. That is a wonderful birdie 3 for Yun Ina, who is steadily making progress in this opening round, now up to 4 under par. Zoom in to get the right side of par. Just a little high. Birdie putt here at 14. Just want to expect good pace on this one from the Aussie. Come on, Patty. Had some decent chances this side. And another just short in the jaws for Patty Tavatanakit. Really has not had anything go her way this opening round. Not yet, anyway. Now Yeomin at 14 for the back left edge. This one should be moving slightly uphill, maybe just a touch to the right. Well negotiated up and down par will keep Park Bo Kiom at 5 under par. He's finishing up around on the front side of the golf course. Yeah, one for her up and down par at 12. No, knew she lost that low early. Drops back to even par. EJ Young, big right to left swinger for a birdie here on the 15th. Look at this, look at this. Oh, in the corner pocket for EJ Young. That's a bit of a bonus. Take her into solo second at 6 under. If you're wondering where the name of Hyodar Bean has gone, unfortunately after a birdie at the third, took a double bogey at the par 5 fourth, so now back on 4 under par. This looks like the defending champion, Lee Daeon. Indeed it is. Second into the 12th. Level par in her opening round here. Sort of battles in and out of injury over the last few seasons. Said she's feeling much better this week. Said the first half of the year was a real struggle. Definitely a scoring hole if you can find the fairway off the tee, this 13th. Lydia's just going with a 3-wood for position. Started that a long way left. She's trying to hit that big slider back into the fairway. Oh, she's missed it in the left rough, but I guess if you're going to miss the fairway here on 13, with today's spin, that's kind of the side you prefer to miss it on. Yeah, one got 3-wood. She's missed one out wide right. Now that's going to be a little tricky. almost pitched that one in the hole. That's the closest we've seen to an ace so far this week. And Ina, she is certainly dialed in this Thursday. To the lady who's currently second on the Rookie of the Year points race. Lee Dong-eun, look at this, look at this! A birdie from way downtown. And all of a sudden, Lee Dong-eun will vault herself up to 6 under par. She's right in the mix last week with Jung Min at the Daibo House D Open. Riding some good form here. Tanikin. She's just trying to feather a 6-iron into this flag. So Hong Hyun-ji leads the way with an opening round of 65, but Lee Jae-young is on the charge. She's one back with 3 to play. I said this was a good birdie opportunity if you could find the fairway. Unfortunately, neither Lydia Ko nor Year One have done just that. Again, it's just hard when you stray off the straight and narrow. It's a game of such fine margins, particularly here at Bears Best, because this rough is rather luscious, and just from the way Year One and her caddy are assessing this situation, it does not appear to be a very good-looking lie. On the hole where you're expecting to at least give yourself a decent look at birdie, now you may be forced to play a little defensively just because of one poor swing off the tee. But it's only Thursday, you don't need to be the hero. You've got a little bit left of this flag. Certainly want to make sure you cover the full yardage. Take that water completely out of play. She'll take anything on the green, really, from this spot. Is the lie so bad she's looking at laying this one up short? Yes, she is. Goodness, that must have been just an awful lie for Year One in that right-hand rough. Paying the price for a very loose swing off the tee. Now, up to the 18th, and we saw the second shot come up just a little short, and that pitch shot lacks some conviction for Hyejin. It's decelerated into the ball, and it's becoming a bit of a sloppy finish here for a player who's yet to make a bogey today. Now, Hyun Kyung, this is what I'm talking about. Prime position. It's a green light flag now. All over it for Park Hyun Kyung. Stellar shot. Also straight off the fairway at the 13th, but a decent angle from this left-hand side. Good intelligent shot there from Lydia, giving herself a nice look. Balance her books. Yeah, nicely done. Dion do the same. This through for birdie at the 12th. Nicely home. Good birdie there. The Dion moves into red figures. Yeah, one. Laid it up, but into the rough. As you can see, the top half of her ball here. Should have about 60, 70 yards to go. Fourth shot now. On the 18th. That doesn't go. That was such a solid day for 17 holes. Could very well end with a double bogey. Missed some putts from shorter range than this. Again, pace has been good, but there's nothing quite going the way of Tavatanikit. For bogey. Alright, she'll limit the damage to just one. That's going to be a 68 to start her championship. Bogey of her round coming on the closing hole. After almost dunking it in for a 1 at 14, it's this for birdie to move into a share of third. Can't miss right now, Yun Ina. Another birdie, taking her to within 2 of Hong Hyun-ji's lead. Thickish looking lie for Ro Seong-hui at the 15th. Women's Open champion, picked up her second win of the year, UK Savings Bank Open, just a few weeks back. Now 1 for par. Following Ro Seong-hui, Minji, that is the question. Good sized divot out of that fairway. That's pretty good as well. And for birdie, Lee Jae-young at 16 to tie the lead. Start to string a few birdies together. This is a good opportunity at the 13th. Keep turning. Oh, interesting side. Nearly there. Happily take a little par. Get herself to red figures. Just be a left inside putt, you feel. Keep going. Oh, you can't leave it short, Yun Kyung. Goodness me. 16th, and our first look at the hole-in-one prize for grabs at this tough par 3 this week. That beautiful new BMW 5 Series. Jenny Sun's back at 1 under par now. She's got a 6-iron. Look at this, Jenny Sun. And it bang on line. Kyung be a little disappointed to not walk off 13 with a birdie. Just giving himself another great look there. Pin should suit her eye quite nicely. Joyce working the ball from right to left. Simplest of tap-in birdies will take Jenny Sun back to 2 under par.
뒷바람이면 쳐도 될 것 같아. 뒷바람 꽤 있어.
나이스 버디! 이혜원! 화이팅!
Yeah, what? Fresh off that great birdie at 14, there's the honour on 15T. What you'd expect, having the Olympic gold medalist in town. We've drawn a nice crowd here at Lydia Co. Yet another birdie on the 15th to move within one. This one slides from left to right. She's walking them in for fun now, Ina. A 6th birdie of the day, a 3rd in a row. She'll see herself into a share of 2nd with E.J. Young. Ocean to do the same. Park and Kyung now. Just want to lay this up to the yardage where you know you're going to be able to have a full wedge in, get plenty of spin on it. One. Just right half of this fairway for the layup if possible. So an outside opportunity here for Minji Lee to find a birdie on the 16th. This one fairly flat, but we'll have a little bit of swing from right to left. Second shot now for Park Bo-kyum. Beautifully controlled there into that back left pin. Just a little work left on this one for Minji Lee at the 16th. She missed a putt from shorter than this last year on the second extra hole to win the Hana Financial Group Championship title. Don't need to give the hole away from here, just inside right edge. Good positive stroke. Bunker here on the last Kim Soo-ji. Slopes down away from her towards that flag. He's trying to coax this one on down. I wonder, please, that a fraction. Lydia, have to expect that this is going to come out with just a little bit of forward release. So pitch this on the fringe, just past the fringe, let it tumble on. First thing I want to do is chance a flyer here. Give yourself some kind of 30-foot downhiller from past the flag. But just that extra bit of release. Things a little uncomfortable. Hana on the tee at 16, working on 3 birdies in a row. It's gonna have to be very well-holed putt from 25 feet if she wants to keep that run going. Good. So proficient with the wedges throughout her career. Just grabs a fraction early, but still a very good shot. Tournament. 3 holes left to play. I figure she picks up 2 birdies here, 73. She well capable of posting rounds in the mid-60s as we saw last year. Year one. Just want to stay shallow through the ball here. One hop and a bit of spin. That would be the order of the day. British Challenge took a big gouge out of that one, but it's going to work just fine for year one. Beautiful birdie there for Park Bo Kyom. So 3 now, tied at 6 under within 1. Splashing out of the sand, Kim Soo-ji to consolidate her par on the 18th. Oh, just a little wide all the way, unfortunately. Still, 69 will be a solid start as she seeks to win her second Hana Financial Group Championship crown. Finish there, dropping shots at 15 and 18, but Soo-ji in a decent position. 3 rounds to go. Big right to left swing on this. We saw that from Lee Jae-young's birdie putt. She started that high enough. Ooh, just a little too high, in fact. Longer than the 25 feet I initially said, but this is actually pretty slow. We saw Minji Lee come up short from a similar position. Kind of a similar result for Ina, but shouldn't give her too much problems. Left to right it. Birdie always just a little uncomfortable when golf ball's working away from you. It's also coming slightly downhill for the Kiwi. Just a touch high. Second into the 18th. So a lot of players come up short in that greenside trap. But not Choi Ye-rin. That is stellar. Wonderful shot there from Choi. Positive with your speed here. Easy to lose this one low. Just enough on it. Well done. Nice birdie there. His whole location's on 16 go. It's a very attackable one. Not too much danger around this backish flag on the par 3. That one came inches away from the ace. The 14th. Used to say she's not going to scare this one at 16. See the reeds behind the tee swirling a little bit. It looks like that tee shot this afternoon playing ever so slightly downwind, maybe a little off the right. Just fooled by the breeze there. Never move that golf ball. Tavatanakit on the 17th tee. Just the right edge of that white building in the distance, Patty. That's your line. As the breeze starts to swirl again on the 16th tee. I think there should be a 7-9 for par. Nicely done. Good distance control there from Hyun Kyung. Choi Rim, take a bow. That's a wonderful finish. Birdie on her closing hole. Went out for 33 and a 68 for Choi. Lydia. To that far right edge of the tee box, is trying to give her a little bit more working room to get to that left flag. Well done. Only member of the rookie class of 2024 to have already picked up a victory on tour this year. Won this championship 2021 en route to Rookie of the Year honours. 70 to begin her campaign here in the city of Cheongna. Minji Lee at the 17th with her third. Jae-young bunkered on the 18th. It's a long shot. Open club face, big swing. Oh dear, caught too much ball there. And more than likely going to be dropping out of that chair of second once all is said and dusted here. Yeoman's got it up to 4 under par since we last saw her. And that one should just inch its way back down towards the front pin. After that poor bunker shot, the lengthy one for par, she'd be pleased to get down in 2. Pace on that. It's going to be a disappointing bogey, but be an opening round of 67 for Jae-young. Just up against the back collar here. And straight into the bottom of the cup for the Korean Women's Open champion to move her back to 2 under. Yeah, one. Up and over this little rise, works from right to left. She's given herself another one of those testers for par. Downhill, right to left for birdie. Got a chance. Oh, just veers a little right. Now Lydia, huge amount of right to left swing in this, putting from the back fringe. She'll start to take a hard left there as it works its way down. Okay. Stress-free 2-putt to keep her 2 under par. Inch her way into a share of 4th. This is a birdie putt on 17. Oh, it had a look, didn't it? It had a look. Looked like that was carrying a little bit too much pace for that line for Park Hyun-kyung. Young inching this one down nicely on the 15th. The battle for the top of the money and the points list by no means over. Still a lot of big money events to come in this season, this being one of them. The Hana Financial Group Championship next week. On to Blue Heron for the final major of the year, where this lady will defend the Height Jinro Championship. Osumin into the 17th. Just watch the width that she gets at the top of her backswing here. Really such a powerful position that she can deliver the club into the golf ball with. Good solid shot. The shots that she's hit today, I would not be surprised to see this one pitch within a 3-4 foot circle around the cup. She's got 71 meters to go. Right on cue. That to tie the lead. Kiom on 8. Oh no, just overread that. That's clumsy. To the tee at the par 5 17th we go with EA1. Don't mess about with the left-hand side of this hole at all. Plenty of water down there. Okay, that's fine. Straight down the pipe. Underneath the hole, but it's a makeable looking chip here. Just got to play it with pace. Gave that a good run. She needed to. So looking out right. Pretty much a three-shotter for everyone in the field here. 17th, monstrous par 5 at 524 meters uphill. Has that got the pace? Yes, it does for Oh Soo Min. Good birdie there. Second birdie on a par 5 this inward half. So back to 2 under. Lids, last to go. Cannot afford to drop any more shots to have a Hana kid. Already 3 over for her day. Oh dear. Just the one birdie on her scorecard, coming back at the 4th. Now she slides to 4 over par. Up to the last, and Hwang Yo-min's second. Difficult green to hit, just optically quite challenging to work out your depth perception here. It's just subtly raised, but that bunker at the front really does trick up players quite a bit. But 3 solid shots into the last for this group. Yoon Ina to tie the lead with Hong Yoon-ji. Looking in imperious form. Yoon Ina 5 under for her back 9. Moves into a share of the top spot with Hong Hyun-ji, who's already feet up in the clubhouse. Well, that's 65. Lydia. That one up nicely, just gives you a sense of how soft these fairways are. There's no run out at all. on. Looking to leave it handy, just like Ko. Starting a little further right than her two playing partners, but will still catch a piece of the fairway. Well, one more birdie here, and Ina's going to have the solo lead going into tomorrow's second round. Of course, we will redraw at the end of every day, so Ina will be in the final group. Cut line will come tomorrow. Those 60 in ties out of the 108 players will carry on their quest for glory here at Bears Best. She's driven the ball really nicely today. Just as I say that, pitches it in the left rough, and I think that's a good break. Passes off that little temporary post, and the line looks to be okay for Ina. Over a little rise here. Second part of this putt's going to be working downhill from just outside of 35 feet. Brilliant effort from Huang. Something special tomorrow just to be around for the weekend Patty Tabatana kit, but there is no quitting her. We've been through the doldrums in the game of golf over a couple of seasons. The former LPGA Tour Rookie of the Year won the Chevron Championship in her first season on the LPGA Tour, and she started to find a little form recently the last couple of seasons, and that's always nice. He's such a popular player as we go back to year one's third at 17. Again, this is where she shines, inside of 120 yards. Not many better in the game than this young lady. Hasn't really been the fireworks you would have expected to start this week, but a chance for a closing birdie here. She'll have to be content with a round of 71. She's come close those on multiple occasions here at the Hana Financial Group Championship. I talked about those 2 playoff losses in the last 3 years, excuse me. 6 back at the end of this opening round. So we go to Park Hyun Kyung at 17. Very nicely done underneath the hole as well. It's going to give her an uphill putt. Defending champion, Lee Dae-yeon, for a birdie on 16. Great tee shot in here. And a lovely conversion for Lee Dae-yeon to move herself to 2 under. Yeomin for a par. Solid opening round there for Hwang Yeomin. Didn't lack for birdies, had 7 of them on her card, but it'll all tot up to a 68. Staging the 2-time major champion Lee's Hwang Yeomin. Stellar stuff there. Just carries the bunker, but doesn't quite make it onto the green still. That's not too bad of a spot for Oh Soo-min. Kit in a hurry here. Already playing her second. That's pretty solid. Nicely controlled out of that deep rough. Back at 17. Yeon with this downhiller for birdie. She's a little wobbly back on the 13, but she's played some very nice golf since. Peeled off a couple of birdies. Got her round back under control. Going to add another there at 17 though. Good effort. Just got to be sensible here, Ina. Left half of the green. Bring that front bunker into play. Yes, beautiful shot from Ina. I'll tell you what, she has put on an absolute ball striking clinic this afternoon. If that continues, she is going to be tough to catch this week. Lydia. So I'll tickle this one in over the front edge. Pretty quick coming downhill. Lost that right. Lost it right early. So chance goes a begging at the par 5 for 3-time major championship winner. Park Bo-kyum coming towards the end of her round. This is her fourth shot to the par 5 night. She's at 5 under par. Back at 5 under par, I should say, after missing that tiny one at 8. And she'll be very keen to not drop 2 shots coming into the clubhouse. So Hyun Kyung, this is the spot you want to be putting from on 17, right underneath the hole, minimal movement. Can be aggressive with this. Will need to be. Yes, pops that one in confidently. Good 4 there for Park Hyun Kyung. After what was a horrid start, going 3 over in her first 4, she has certainly turned this round around. If you can somehow avoid that bunker short, even if you don't get it on the green, this is the one spot where, particularly coming to this whole location, you are coming uphill, so I have to say this is a decent effort, a decent opportunity for Oh Soo-min to end her round in flashy fashion. Played it boldly, played it nicely. Should be enough for a round of 2 under par. It's the best amateur round posted today. Again, Maliksi, 69 for the Filipino. I saw her at the Hana Classic, Jane Palace. The opportunity. It's for a round of 64. She'd be content to just snuggle this one down. It can get a little bit slippery late in the day coming downhill from this point of the 18th green. Putting, the way that she's been playing today, to put this one, put it past this one dropping. Look at this, look at this! Oh, did everything but go in for Yunina. Great effort. And she will head into tomorrow's second round in the final group with a share of the lead alongside Hong Hyun-ji. Yunina off to the races here in Cheongna. Point in that round, did she ever look like she was under pressure to try and save a par? That's how impressive she's been as we go at Park Bo-kyum for par at 9. So bogey finish. That's going to be a 68. just sort of summed up Paddy Tavatanakit's day. Of the 108 players in the field, unfortunately for Paddy T, she has just bested 14 of them. We got long odds on that bet at the start of today's opening round, but that's just golf, isn't it? It's a fickle game. She needs something in the mid-60s tomorrow just to be around for the weekend stages of this championship. 76 for Paddy Tavatanakit. She knows all too well that you're not going to win a championship on Thursday. It's just about getting off to a solid start and then trying to build on that as the championship goes on. At the moment, 5 shots behind the co-leaders, but being in that position, she'll be off in some of the earlier groups tomorrow, perhaps with slightly calmer conditions in which to find some birdies. Done here. Oh, hello. Little ball for a young fan. Oh, good on you, Lydia. That is why she has constantly been one of the most popular figures in the game of golf. She turned pro, what was it, 10 years ago? 15 years ago? I lose count, to be honest. Now back to Park Ji-young on 17. Min 17 for the 16-year-old. It's very nice golf today, has Min. Dion. It's just sneakily starting to find her footing on this back nine. 2 under par, gets a nice kick forward out of the front rough at 17, and she'll have that for birdie. Bonus there for the defending champ. this left-hand rough. It's got a hybrid. She has to look between the edge of the grandstand and the TV tower. I reckon that's the smart line for her here. A little too far left, and that's pitched quite far up into that greenside bunker. She could have issues with her stance if she's unlucky, as we drop back to Park Ji-young for birdie on 17, trying to get the right side of par again. #1 player on the money and points list this season. Great birdie there for Park Ji-young. Battling her way back to 1 under par. Lydia also going with hybrid here. She found the right half of the fairway. She's almost forced away from the pin. Likes to hit a little cut with these clubs. Trying to hold on to that club face just to abbreviate that fall through. Trying to carve a big high fade in there. So good in the air, but like so many before, she's going to come up short. Now Dion to get to 3 under. Yes, center cup, never in doubt. Nice birdie for Lee Dion. Off a slight upslope here, so this is going to be coming in with a little bit more height. Good smart play from year 1, just that front edge of the green, didn't even think about going at the flag. When she is healthy and injury-free, I reckon she's got one of the most solid swings in the Korean game. Dion's technically sound. Love that position she gets into at the top of her backswing. Creates such width, and just from that transition uses the ground so well to deliver that club head into the ball with so much speed for a lady who's much taller than 5'3". Never seems to be out of balance. Maybe just drifting a fraction right. It's okay. It's around the first cut. Ji-young's always had that very strong left-hand grip, so face can get a little bit shut at the top. He has to hold on to it through the impact area, stop that club from flipping over. Last week's winner, Moon Jong-min, lost her card at the end of her rookie season on the KLPGA Tour. Go back through Q school, doesn't have to worry about that now with a 2-year exemption. To be a horrible lie in that bunker, but well, what a bit of genius that is. I told you she was a wizard around the greens. Even surprised Lydia. Pace wrong that quite badly. She's had a couple of those testers today. Been up to the task every single time, but you don't want to tempt the golfing gods of fate too much. Kyung splashed out of the bunker to here, this for par. Good, but it's going to be a frustrating drop shot on the closing hole. One of the 4 ladies in the field this week who've already won 3 times on tour in 2024. Hyun Kyung, Ji-young, that lady Ye-won, and Bae So-hyun. So Ye-won for par. Just a left edge putt. Okay. Well holed. Didn't have a best stuff today, but an under par opening round for Ye-won. Timely birdies at 14 and 15. To thank for that. He's also going to post a 1 under par round of 71. Oh no. A double bogey. Park Hyun Kyung, all that hard work. Just comes unstuck at the end. A very, very disappointing way to end her day. 72 for Cutiful. Not going to make dinner taste any better, I can guarantee you that. 2 doubles in her opening round. Well, predictably, best of the bunch. Not by much, though. Lydia Ko starts her week with a 2 under par 70. The Women's British Open champion and Olympic gold medalist of this year. Off and running at the Hana Financial Group Championship. Jungmin. It was quite an emphatic display on Sunday at Suwon Valley to win the Daimo House D Open last week. Because winning can take a lot out of a player, mentally draining. Steady, steady, just through the back of the green, but the lie doesn't look too bad. Fairly safely found. She's got 6 iron here from a slight upslope. Oh, and she'll find that left trap that just caught out Park Hyun Kyung earlier on. That tree's not going to be the way of Lee Daeon, but I'm going to have to pay respect to it. Just look out towards the left edge of it. This ball should cut. That ball below her feet. Good shot. As long as the lie's okay, this shouldn't be too difficult of a bunker shot for Park Ji-young, but later in the day with the green slowing down slightly, can't afford to throw this a little bit further on the green. Kick pretty hard with sloping away from her once this ball lands on the surface. Just came out a little lower than she wanted, and Park Ji-young with work to do for par.
자, 플레이하겠습니다.
Just a very basic little chip shot here. Pitch it just at the edge of the dark coloured grass. Everything will tumble on down towards the hole. Here it comes. Here it comes. Pretty well judged. Saw this putt a couple of times today. Works its way up that slope and then sort of pitches downhill and should swing a little to her right. Once it gets over that crest, all about speed, this putt. All about speed. Keep going. I had the line just a little shy with the pace, but 2-putt. Good enough for around in the 60s to start her title defense. Just inside the top 15. For her par. Those putts where sort of late in the day you're almost tempted into over-reading it slightly. Should be nothing more than right edge, but coming uphill, just inside right, good aggressive stroke. Brilliantly holed. Well done for Park Ji-young. Early in the championship for a fist bump, but she knows how important that putt was. Keeps her under par. 7-1 for Park Ji-young. in for par. Well done. Level par 72 for last week's champion. 18 pars in a row. Hopefully, the final stroke in regulation play for the opening round of this year's Hana Financial Group Championship. Fittingly, struck by the defending champion. Dion is for a par to start her title defense with a 3 under par round of 69. Okay. So, Dion opens with a 69. It's Ina and Hong Hyun Ji who lead the way after matching 65s. So why don't we look back at some of the highlights of today's opening round. Starting with Bang Shin Sil at the par 5 fourth. Lovely little pitch in for birdie there for Bang Shin Sil, which took her back to even par. Sixth 2022 champion Kim Soo-ji going flag hunting. In you go for an eagle too. The Autumn Queen starting to find her stride. At the same par 4, Yun Ina start to string some birdies together. When he birdied the par 5 4th, that lovely approach and this good putt took her out in 34 shots at 2 under par. Now to the back 9. Hwang Yo-min turned in 4 under par. Had to wait about 45 minutes to start her back 9, but really no signs of ring rust whatsoever. Flagged that one to take her into a then share of the lead at 5 under. While that was all happening, Hong Hyun Ji would can one from distance. She needs a good week. She's 66th on the money list this week. Top 60 keep their tour cards, and well, a share of the opening round lead at the Hana Financial Group Championship will certainly help her cause. At the 15th, this was a big swinging putt from right to left for E.J. Young, who's had such a solid season. Running inside the top 10 on both the money and the points list. That was to be her final birdie of the day. Bogey at the last, but still a 67. Very solid stuff. Yun Ina, well, she was relentless on the back 9 birdies at 10, 13, and that one at 14 moved her into a share of 3rd. But she wasn't done just yet. Stepped up to the 15th hole, and this one was all over the flagstick. She was playing into the setting sun. Nothing could stop Yun Ina. 3 birdies on the bounce. She clawed to within 1 of Hong's lead. And at the par 5 17th, why not add a 7th and final birdie of the day with another flagged wedge shot. Possesses such power off the tee, but she is proficient from tee to green. The putter was working well for Ina. 65 for her. She seeks a second title of the 2024 season. So that's how things stand at the end of the opening round. Yun and Hong tied at 7 under with Mada Som and E.J. Young just 2 shots back. Join us for more golf from Bears Best. Same time, same place tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye for now.